Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I'm going to show you how to make the best dressing or stuffing. It's cornbread stuffing, and I've used this recipe for many, many years. My mama used to use it, so stay tuned. And I'm going to give you the ingredients, and I'm going to show you how to make it. What we need: a half a pound of bacon. That's about 6 to 8 slices. You need to chop it up in 1/4-inch strips and brown it. Once it's browned, reserve a 1/4 cup of the bacon drippings. You'll need that later. You need 1 cup of chopped celery. And again, I cut mine really small, about a 1/4 inch thick. You need a half a cup of chopped onion. You need 3 cups of coarse cornbread. And this is the cornbread we made yesterday that we've already showed you in the video how to make that. So you need 3 cups of that. You need 6 slices toasted bread. And again, I cut mine into 1/2-inch cubes. So the chunks are not too big. You don't want it too little, you don't want it too big. Then you need 1 cup of chicken broth, 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of rubbed sage, not ground sage. You need rubbed sage. 1/2 teaspoon of poultry seasoning. What we will do is we'll take our bacon, we'll fry it, cut it, and then fry it in a little pan, and we reserve a 1/4 cup of the drippings. Then we take, and I've already kind of started this, you take 1/2 cup of your broth. You put it in the same pan that you fried your bacon in. Don't clean it. It's all goodness in there. You don't want to get rid of that. You put your cup of celery, your 1/2 cup of onion, and the 1/2 cup of broth. You bring it to a simmer. You put a lid on it, and then you simmer that for 7 minutes. And what you want is an almost tender. So once that is done, right here, I have simmered this for 7 minutes. It's still firm, but it is tender. We'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm going to show you how to mix this up. It's very simple. We'll take our sauteed onions and celery, and we pour it in a big bowl, all of it, including all the juice, everything. So we put that in there. We are going to put our seasoning. This is salt and pepper. This is rubbed sage and poultry seasoning. I'm putting it down here on the wet stuff so it gets mixed in really good. We're going to put in our bacon that we fried up, our dripping, 1/4 cup of dripping, bacon dripping. Then we're going to add our cornbread. Now we're going to mix this up a little bit. Now we're going to add our toasted bread cubes. So I want to show you our finished product, ready to go in the oven tomorrow. I'm going to go over the recipe again for you. What I've made here is a double recipe. We're going to keep this for us, and this goes to our neighbor. What it takes to make this is 1/2 pound of bacon. You're going to preserve a 1/4 cup of the drippings, bacon drippings. Then you need 1 cup of chopped celery, cut in about a 1/4 inch, 1/2 cup of chopped onion, 3 cups of coarse cornbread. That's the one we baked the other day. You just kind of take it and crumble it up. You need 6 slices of toasted bread, and I cubed that into 1/2-inch cubes. 1 cup of chicken broth, and maybe more at the end. What you do is you fry your bacon, take it out, get your drippings out. Then you combine your celery and your onion in the bacon pan. You add about a 1/2 cup of your broth. You simmer the veggies for about 7 minutes. Maybe a minute more or less. Depends on how your stove is. And you have to have it covered. It's almost to the point of being done, but not mushy. Once you do that, you take a big old bowl, you put your veggies in with your broth, you add your spices, you then add your broth, you add your bacon bits, you add your drippings, and last but not least, you're going to add your cornbread and your toast. You mix it all up, If it's way too dry, go ahead and add some more broth. You can do that. You don't want it dry. You're going to bake it at 350 for 30 minutes. Now, if you have a big casserole like this one, I cover it up with foil and I bake it at 45 minutes. This is probably going to be 25 minutes. But I always cover the foil so the top doesn't dry out. And that's it. All you have to do tomorrow is take it out of the fridge, put it in the oven, and enjoy.